Welcome back to John's Music. If you have always been looking for an affordable mixer but not compromising on quality, build quality or sound quality, this video is for you. In this video, we are covering the Club XS series by Studiomaster UK. We're going to check out what are the features being offered in this budget mixer. Let's check it out. So we have previously done a review for Studiomaster Drive series powered speaker. Now it's time that we check out the mixer range. These are really good quality equipments by Studiomaster. We had discussed that this is Studiomaster UK, not the Studiomaster Indian products. The quality is way apart from each other. That's why it was important for us to showcase all the products by this brand. So ideally, small format mixers or even a large format mixers are usable for DJs, for home recording, for any kind of small acoustic gigs or even for a small band to perform at clubs. So if you are looking for a mixer for your own self, if you have like a DJ setup and you want to add 2 mics or 3 mics, even then the mixer is important for you. Or even if you're doing an acoustic gig, you have a guitarist, you have a cajon player, you have a bass guitarist, then you need to do a very good mixing of this. The Studiomaster Club series. Why the Club series? Is because it's very portable and compact mixer to be taking around as well. What I'm holding in my hand is the Club XS 6 Plus. This is a 2-channel mic input and the rest are jack inputs. So this is available in 6-channel, 8-channel, then we can see the 10-channel over here. It's also available in a 12-channel and 16-channel. So more or less it is covering all the needs of different kind of requirements. So if you're doing a small 2-piece setup, this mixer should be fine. Or if you want an elaborate setup where you have 5 to 8 instruments or more, then the 16 series also is fine. Now the good thing about the XS series is that the features are same across, even if you're buying the 6-channel option or the 16-channel option. The features are more or less same. The number of channels is what increases. So this is how the mixer looks in close-up. You can see all the controls and we're going to go through all the controls in this video. We are not exactly doing any kind of sound demo. This video is just to explain the controls and whether these controls are beneficial for you in any kind of situation. So let's discuss the type of uses. Coming to the DJ use, for example, you have a DJ console which does not have much mic inputs, and if you have a host or 2 hosts or 3 hosts, you won't have so many mic inputs in a DJ console. So there you absolutely require a mixer where you can connect your DJ output, your console output over here, and these mics can be used to give into your host or any kind of singing events. Second is obviously studio use, where you want to just have a small mixing console on your desk. Third is the live band use, where you have a 2-piece band, 3-piece, 5-piece. Depending on the requirement, you can have a mixer. We ourselves have a sound company where we have the same mixer and as well as the 12-channel option for events. This we use for small acoustic events where we have a singer just plugging in his mic and the guitars going on. So this mixer is more than enough for such a requirement. Still, there are 2 more channels. Now there is always a confusion. Now the digit written over here is 6. But you can see only 1 and 2 mics. So how the companies, every mixer company in fact, Studiomaster or Yamaha, any of that, they calculate is 1, 2 and then we have stereo channels. So they count it as 3, 4, 5, 6 and that is how the 6 channels comes in total. So here we have 2 mic inputs. Other than that, you can also use the line inputs if you're not using the mic. So for example, you have 2 guitars, you can just do 2 guitars and do this. This equipment is also great for jam rooms where you want acoustic guitar to be connected or keyboard to be connected or multiple singers. Mixers are absolutely useful. So that was the usages of where you can use a decent quality mixer, and some mixers are above a lot of people's price range. This is something that comes under the 20,000 category. That is why we are showcasing this particular equipment. All the mixers, regardless of the 6 or the 16 channel option, comes with a 60mm fader. There is a mute button by which you can mute your channel immediately. Now this is a pan option. If you do not know what the pan is, it is to pan between the left speaker and the right speaker. So suppose you have 2 guitars, you can pan a certain percentage towards the left speaker and a certain percentage towards the right speaker depending on your requirement. The second one what we are seeing is the DSP. Now this is something that is seen in a lot of mixers but may not be of adequate quality. However, this effects that you're seeing over here, that is a small hall, large hall, and we have about 16 effects that you can add on this mixer. This is the way you can change the effects. All the effects are written right over here, so you need not memorize anything. You just have to change the effects and the parameter, and this is the volume for the effects. But before doing that, you have to send these effects from this channel. For example, your mic is connected over here. This is the effect that has to go via here, and then your output. So that was the DSP effects. Coming to the aux, this is again very important if you are using a monitor for yourself. Even if you're a DJ or a live band, you need to hear yourself very well. So we have a aux output here. This is the control, and here is where the output goes. So this is your output, and this is the button that controls it. So you can hear yourself very well. Other than that, all the mic channels will have 3-band equalizer, and the line channels will have a 2-band equalizer. That is your lows, mids and highs, and here you have your lows and highs. The mid channel is not available on the line channel. Other than that, we have a 80 Hertz cut. For example, you don't want a very low ends, you can just click this button, and then your the low rumbling sounds can be cut off right away. We don't use this button if you're using a bass guitar or a kick drum. This has to be not pressed for those instruments, but other instruments you can just click this, and those low rumbling frequencies should be off. The compressor channels again is available only on the mic channels, not on the line channels, and you have your gain on the mic channels as well. So the gain, compressor, 80 Hertz cut and your 3-band EQ is only on mic channels, not on your line channels. This is exclusively for your mic channels. So this was more or less all the controls. This is same across all of them. So these channels you can put maybe left and right, or even do mono. You can maybe, if you have a keyboard output that is left and right, you can use 2 channels as well. And on the line channels, if your instrument is a very loud instrument like your octopad or your keyboard, then you can even get a -10 dB cut so that your signal is not running very hot. Coming to this part of this mixer, we already discussed the aux end over here. We have a DSP foot switch which is not supplied with the mixer. Suppose you want a separate foot switch to switch on and off your effects immediately, you can do that as well. And here you have your stereo return. Another amazing function is there is a control room output. If you want to have a separate output for your monitors for monitoring purposes, there is a separate control room output. We also have another output which says record. So for example, there is an event where you have a person using a camera where you want to send a sound output to the camera. You can use the aux out to give to your camera guy, and that is something that by which you can get very good quality recording of your event. Playback, what we have is a simple aux input which you can connect to your laptop or a mobile or even your DJ console for that matter. You can play back from here. However, if you connect to your DJ console here, you won't get any kind of a EQ thing available. If you connect here, however, you get a EQ, you get the aux send, you get more options. So I would suggest to use this more than this available. And here is your main mix output. Very important that it's an XLR output. There are many small format mixers where you get a jack output. Again, not the best of audio. XLR output will be a balanced out, and that will be really helpful even to loop your signals. Here we have your main mix output. This is what controls your overall volume of your board. And we have a headphone output as well if you want to monitor what is happening across your board. Coming to this part, we have stereo return control. That is, as discussed, we have a stereo return here. That is the control of this. Here we have a phantom power. So in case you are running any kind of condenser microphones which requires a 48-volt phantom power, this button should do the job. And then we have your playback. So as discussed, if you have anything that you're connecting here and you want to put volume over here, this is the button that does that. And here is your control room output, that is for this particular output. Now another interesting thing is that this whole module that StudioMaster UK gives, this is a Bluetooth playback. Yes, your mixer has Bluetooth in this, which is very, very important if you really want to play back some music. For example, you are a small banquet hall or a hotel room or a small venue where you just want background music going on. A simple Bluetooth device can be connected and your music should go on. Now, why we have always liked the Bluetooth aspect is because if we give some aux wire to any of this thing, there are possibilities where your aux wire can be unplugged when your sound is live, or if some client of yours might just unplug his mobile phone while the sound is live, and that can damage your speakers very badly. But with the Bluetooth function, even if anybody disconnects the Bluetooth, your mixer and your sound equipment is still safe. There is no peaking of sound. So really good to have a Bluetooth on board. Another amazing thing is that you can connect your pen drive as well as your memory card for playback. All the controls are right here. The mode helps you with what kind of device you're choosing. Play or pause option is there, stop option is there, repeat shuffle option is there, and the next option is there. This mixer, however, does not come with any kind of a remote control, so everything has to be done on the board. One of the feature that I really like about this is you can connect a pen drive over here and record whatever is going on the event right away. So you just have to go to the record function and you can just click record. Your whole event will be recorded. So this is definitely a plus side. The negative side is that the whole audio gets recorded in mono and not stereo. So that is the downside of this. Now, how do you operate this is, how do the audio comes through this is the button that you need to press. So this channel you can dedicate either to your Bluetooth or MP3 USB, or else you can dedicate to a line. So if you press the button, your Bluetooth, pen drive all comes on, and you need to put the volume over here. You can adjust the bass and mids, whether you want to give any to the aux, to the monitor. If you do not want that, you just have to remove this button and this channel will be active for this channel. So that is the main feature of this. This particular feature is not really offered by any kind of good brands in the market, and that is why this mixer really comes out very well. Now, effect main fader is a very important feature because you can control how much effects you want, and plus you can immediately switch on and switch off the effect depending on thing. For example, if a singer is singing, because they need reverb, so you'll have an effect on, and as soon as they stop singing, you don't want reverb when the singer is speaking to the audience, so you can immediately switch it off and all the effects from your board goes right away. So this is a very important function in a mixer, that they have included this, a DSP on and off immediately, and not always playing with your fader because you might not remember the settings that you were on. So that on and off button is a really good thing to have. So this is the whole feature explained in the Studiomaster XS Club series. The mixer is built very robust, fully metal casing, and comes with a power cable and an air vent. Backside, if you see, it's just power button and air vent here, nothing much complex over here. The mixer has a nice angle to the whole thing so that this particular part is raised, and here you have like a nice slope which helps in you to see this part more clearly when it's on a table. So that was the features explained of the Studiomaster Club XS series. Really usable across a lot of venues if you are an institution like school and colleges where you need to make announcements, any kind of music playback. If you are a religious institution like temples, churches, mosques, where you need to have a mic and sing along. If you also are a venue, kind of a banquet hall or a restaurant where you want some live music, so you need a live mixer like this, and you have some Bluetooth music playback so that the vibe of the place remains really nice. So for that also this is helpful. So for a lot of kind of use, the mixer is very important for your venue. Usually otherwise you would have to hire a sound rental company for small events. If you have a small format mixer like this, a lot of mixing takes place very easily. Also very easy to operate. Analog mixers are not very complex at all. Like digital mixers are a lot of features as a software to understand and know also. Analog mixers are not really like that. It is very user friendly and also comes in a lot of sizes as per your requirements. So if you have any doubts or queries of how many number of channels as a venue or as a artist you need, you can reach out to us on a call and WhatsApp support. We can definitely help you guys out to decide on your mixer. All the relevant links to buy the mixer from the 6 channel to the 16 channels are in the description. You can check that out and make a purchase. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more product reviews and educational content. See you next week with some more videos. Until then, bye bye.